So we're gonna kick off our last presentation for today. We've got our three beautiful amigos. We've got Mercy Woods to our far left, and Mercy is. You want to say tell a little bit about yourself before I go to introduce myself.
I am a wife. I'm a mother of two. I'm a business owner. I lead a ministry at my church, Transforming Faith Christian Center. Um, I love loving on people. It's just a heart that God gave me. Um, and I've grown so much with this program, and I'm excited to share with y'all.
There we go. We have Miss Lindsay in the middle here. And so just tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Yes, so I am also a mother of two boys. I am a wife, and I come from Cuba. I have been living here for like about 10 years now, and I recently started my marketing business. Um, I'm also full time at work, and yeah.
There you go. Mhm. And then we have to the right, Miss Francesca.
Hi, I'm Francesca Tatum. I'm a single black woman that's ready to love. I own a trucking company and I own a barbershop, and I've just recently launched my TV show, Speak Unspoken.
There we go. It's exciting. We're going to talk about that here as well. And so, for the audience, my name is Markeisha Kirkman, and I am the founder and the executive coach of Inner Authority Project. And so, this is our first and inaugurated class of Inner Authority. And these ladies have wrapped up 13 weeks of transformation. There has been a lot of breakthroughs, which we're going to talk about through the last 13 weeks, what they've experienced, what they have shedded, and really where they are marching toward. And we are so excited, and I'm so excited to really hear and talk to you guys about that. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. So a lot of this program, when we started in the beginning of the program, we really focus on not only learning your identity, but in the process of really becoming firm in that, there are some declarations, there is some real firm things that we learn to do in that process. And so with that being said, I would like for some of you guys to talk about your most significant identity breakthrough from the program.
I'll go ahead and start. And for me, it has been learning my worth in God, no longer hiding behind perfection or people pleasing, and just knowing and having that faith that also God has already called me worthy, and that I don't have to prove myself to know that. And that has given me or allowed me to have peace in my life.
That's good. That's that.
Yeah, definitely. Just off of what Lindsay said, the Inner Authority Project just kind of brought back full circle, just identifying myself with what God calls me and who He says I am, and doing what He says I can do, and not leaning on what other people have said about me and what other people have maybe felt from me in past, or identifying myself with what others say I am. And so that was a huge declaration, and for myself in the beginning, and just being bold in my identity, my character, my integrity, who God called me to be.
That's awesome. And what about you, Francesca?
For myself, Inner Authority helped me to understand peace over performance and perfection. I lived a highly performance and perfectionist life to the world, but I was crumbling on the inside. So it allowed me to rest in peace and just to trust God in everything that I'm doing and not people.
That's good. That's good. And so one of the things about really knowing who you are and declaring those things over yourself daily, right? There are some things that start to happen with your nervous system. There are some things that we really focus on our nervous systems because at the end of the day, our nervous systems is where we make decisions. So this is why it's so important to be at a peaceful state, because therefore we would start to make peaceful, like-minded, faithful decisions. Describe for us how your nervous system awareness changed with your leadership.
For me, it allowed me to be more relaxed and less anxious. Um, Through this inner authority program, honestly, I used to carry a lot of like pain in my shoulders.
Wow.
And going through this program, it doesn't hurt as much. I'm not as tense. Also, it allowed me to go from survival to authority. I no longer look like I'm gonna keep reiterating this because this was my life. I no longer keep looking for the opinions of people. So my nervous system is not all over the place trying to see, oh, did I do it right? Or how they gonna like this or how they gonna like that. So it just allowed me to just be calm in a space. And it also allowed me to consult God in everything I do. And with me consulting God, like you said earlier today, everything just becomes so peaceful. Even if chaos is around you, your nervous system is just at peace and at rest. So that's what it's done for me.
That's good.
Yes, I agree. I think through nervous system awareness, I learned I can just simply be.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I have gotten better at having hard conversations and still being able to keep my peace.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, I agree. So for me, the nervous system regulation came from more so acknowledging the care that I needed to take of myself, the time that I needed to take to myself, the no's I needed to say. It allowed me a bit of freedom, more freedom in acknowledging that I can set the tone, and not just allow these outside controls to control me.
Uh-huh. And so I'm curious, how do you guys know, or when do you catch yourself when your nervous system starts to get inflamed? Like what do you do in those moments? Like when you can just feel it rising?
I feel like I see myself kind of reverting, and then I need to take a deep breath. I need to take a pause. I need to say, like the inside of me kind of feels down.
Yeah.
And I don't like that feeling. So I'm like, I need to take a pause. I need to take a deep breath. I need to invite the Holy Spirit into this moment. This needs to just be about me and Him right now, and not about these outside influences. Like
That's
I was
good.
saying.
That's good. Yeah. Because it's really about who am I being led by in this moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can think about even before everybody got here, I know everybody was like, I was rushing. It was all these different things, right? But the truth of the matter is, and what God told me earlier, He was like, like, I don't care what's in the cup, the lemonade. I don't care if it's, already freshly prepared with it. Like this moment,
Yeah.
right? And so don't allow those little things to rob and steal His moment.
Yeah.
Because what He is doing is so much more important. And so in our day to day, a lot of times those distractions, those things will come and they try to rob us
For sure.
from what God is doing. And so we have to really just continue to remind ourselves and really play some of those things back. So with that being said, be vulnerable about some of the lies that you guys have had to break agreement with. I'd love to hear some of those.
For myself, the lies that I've told myself for a long time because I didn't realize that I dealt with the spirit of rejection. And I told myself, like, if I didn't do things for people, that nobody would be around me. So those are the lies that I told myself. And once I realized that was a lie and I came into agreement with what God said, everything just began to flow. you know. And another lie that I told myself, the reason why it took me so long to even really launch the show is because I was country and my voice is slurred and nobody not going to listen to me. But even in that, God showed me, no matter how you sound, as long as you can get one, you done enough.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's
For
good.
me, it was breaking the agreement of seeking approval in order to feel worthy.
Yeah.
I believe, as we spoke before, this was something that I probably that comes from when I was a little child, and yes, that was the biggest thing for me. Just no longer have to be approved or wait for someone to tell me that it was great for me to actually believe it, because that is not truth. I have learned that now, and yes.
Yeah. So much of those lies start when we're young.
Yes, it
Yeah.
definitely comes from.
Yep.
I would say some of the lies that, well, one of the reasons why I knew that I needed to join Inner Authority was just the Lord told me to just go after every lie that the enemy has just been trying to pour into me, just to take back my freedom. And that did come with a challenge this year, and with losing a friendship,
Mhm.
and with feeling like you are what people say you are.
Yeah.
Whether that's lies of being selfish or self-centered, or just whatever, you feel like people's perception of you are. And I feel like just going after that lie through this program, like the Lord just reconfirmed to me
Yeah.
just who I really was, and who I've always been, and who He said that I was.
No, that's good.
Yes.
That's beautiful. And I mean, again, I think, and part of the shedding and growing is that, fortunately, some of those relationships, friendships, they fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to think about the identity, right? God has called us to, and so some of those things they're not strong enough to stand with the identity that we're called to be, and that's just the truth of the matter. And so I want to get into some exciting discussion around some of the visions that either have been birthed, expanded, or just really how God is helping you to restore and steward some of these great things. So, someone want to talk about their vision in specific, of what they're working on and what they're excited about, what keeps them pumped up every day, because when God gives you a vision, I'm telling you, you wake up in the middle of the night and writing stuff down. It gets exciting. So let's hear it.
So for me, after launching my marketing business and going through this program, I do have now a vision where I would definitely love to help women heal and find their voice, just like I have. And I think that was such a struggle for me, and that kept me for the longest without doing the things that I wanted to do, or going for the things that I wanted to, because I couldn't find that voice that it was always there for me. So definitely I would like to encourage women to find their worthiness, or to lead from worthiness and confidence, and just possibly, or in the future, build a community of women, or women entrepreneurs or creatives that move from insecurity to identity.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Mercy.
Something that I feel like God has called me back to steward is a podcast that I put on hold. Just trying to do it along with somebody in the past, to just bring that comfort, and because I wasn't relying on, I wasn't relying on the Holy Spirit to build that confidence in me. I was just kind of afraid to be in front of the camera by myself.
Yeah.
And so I know that God's called me to that, and it's
That's
called
exciting.
Courageous Conversations. And so I know that He wants me to lead that with my faith and my industry experience in tax, so that I can just merge them together.
That's good. That's good. And I love that because when we talk about, she said a few things, because you said you were a business owner and you just said tax, but she's has a tax business, right? And has done it for over a decade.
Over a decade.
Over a decade. And so when we think about Courageous Conversations, right, one of the the biggest things that we have in our community obviously is financial literacy, as and so we need those courageous conversations to be able to even have them. How do we talk about those things, and how do we talk about generational wealth? How do we talk about things that has never been discussed in our family? And so I think that it's going to be beautiful, because we definitely need more of that, right? It's all really about seeing the different faces and spaces that are discussing the things that haven't necessarily been discussed in more of abundance of it. Because if we can go on our algorithm and see all these other things, we need to be able to also flood our algorithm with things that are feeding us in our families with good food as well. So that's good. That's exciting.
Yes.
Before I talk about my situation, Mercy, I just want to speak life into you. When you talk about courageous conversation, and do it afraid and do it alone if you have to. On Monday, someone was supposed to film an episode with me, and they told me at the last hour, literally 5 o'clock, and we were supposed to film at 5 o'clock, that they wasn't going to come. And I said, God, like, what I'm going to do? And He said, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And I got on that camera and I just went for it. So He would definitely give you the peace, and you would definitely be able to do it whether people show up or not.
That's right.
I definitely received that as confirmation, because that is what was happening to me, and I was like, Lord, do you just want me to drop this? And I think He was just telling me to pivot. It's not about me thinking that they're the ones that's adding the value.
That's right.
That's
right.
I had value all along.
Of your
That's
own.
right.
Yes.
And not to derail us, but see, most of the time those people actually seen the value on you, right? And so they see it before you do it, but they know there is some level of authority that you're not operating in, so they know that they can control some of the outcomes. And so it's so important for us to get to this side, just because, again, when you're walking in your identity, you're able to have good conversations about business. Alignment is everything, right? When it's not aligned, when it's not God, then it's very clear. It's a no. And you don't have to, do much other than say, I appreciate the offer. That's just not for me. Thank you. Right. And so let's talk about a little bit more about your visions. I'd love to hear, who your businesses or your vision, who is going to be the people that you're going to serve, right? Because we are all called to a community. We're all called to a demographic. God has given us dominion over our territories, and so He says go, right? And so we want to know, who are the people that you guys are going to impact?
Okay, for the Speak Unspoken, the people I'm going to impact is the people that feel like they don't have a voice. People that has allowed their voice to be in prison. And so my show is to, allow them to tell the truth and live in true freedom, and to heal the inner child that has suppressed the adult person for so long. So my show will be for all ages, from kids to adults to the elderly, all races. Is just to give people a platform. A lot of times we focus on celebrities and people with big names, but which we have the everyday people walking around, and they just want to talk and they just want to get it out. And for myself, it was so important because I've always knew I had a voice, but I would only go to paper and pen to write it out. I never voiced it. So that's who my audience will be. Like the people that feel like they don't have a voice.
It's
I
good.
love that.
It's good.
I think for me, as I mentioned, I think it will be small business owners, entrepreneurs, or creatives that have, just like you, even myself, I have struggled so much, even in the marketing industry, to still show up as authentically myself and put myself out there. So I think that I would love to help people understand that. The same thing that we talked about before, it's never going to be the perfect moment, but your truth is your strategy, and it has power. It has so much power.
That's
It's
so
good,
good.
yes.
Yes. I would say my I think my story is for young women, young people. I would say for to me, youth is like our millennial age right now, and maybe the generation right under us. That in business, you find yourself often just knowing what you know how to do, and just kind of just thumbing through what you don't know how to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of struggle over it, and I feel like I see it every day in my office. People struggle, and people really trying to figure this out at this age.
Yeah.
What their finances look like, what these certain situations imply, or these certain spending habits or income or sales, what these implications have on them and their lives and their livelihoods. And so, like I said, bringing faith together with my business, and I represent that in the environment that I work in as well. Just always reverencing the Holy Spirit, just for what He's done for our business, and just like doing that on a public platform for people, because my heart is to educate people. I literally just had someone in my office crying on Thursday, a couple of days ago, just to know that I took the time and the patience to just review and give her an explanation of why she was being audited when someone who prepared her taxes for 15 years had never even took the the opportunity to share that with her. So it's my heart to educate people, and it can be for any demographic as well.
That's good. It's good. I love it. When we talk about our assignments as they relate to oneself, community, and kingdom, I want you guys to talk about it. Maybe you can just choose one that is the most compelling for you, as far as your assignments that you want to kind of highlight, with any specific steps that you're going to be doing.
I could say mine is to organize myself, set boundaries, just continue to walk in that peace over performance that we've so just like diligently practiced in the program. I have a commitment to the community, just to open myself up and be a vulnerable book, and just to also like minister and allow God to direct me. So really setting up myself through organization is really my priority.
And that's key. It is key. That is key. What about you, Francesca?
For myself, I'm allowing the Holy Spirit to guide me in this season, because like I say, I do a lot of things on a performance base. So for myself, it's just to calm myself down and fully listen to the Holy Spirit before I move. In the community, I plan on what I've been doing, serving the community. I feed the homeless every week. With the Speak Unspoken, I pray that people's voices be heard. I pray that people be healed through this on a community base. And in the kingdom, I'm still preparing myself to launch a mentorship for young boys, because they need to be seen and they need to be heard, and they need a soft place to land. That's so dear to me, because I feel like that is the group of people that's looked over. They do a lot of things for young girls, but young boys, you hardly ever find a lot of programs for them. So that's what I want to do in my kingdom building.
That's good.
That's
I'm excited.
beautiful.
Can't wait for the
Yes.
young boy mentorship program. And Lindsay, what about you?
Yeah, so for me would be for self is to continue to grow my business
Mhm.
and to continue to grow it through peace and not pressure.
Yes.
And for community, as I mentioned, I would like to help women find their voice and their confidence as well. And for kingdom, I'm still working on it, but definitely I want to use my voice for God's glory,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Good. 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 And so I think all of you guys have experienced and observed each other's transformation. And, the great thing is God is not done yet, but we get to celebrate the moment of what He has done. And so I'd love to just hear from you guys just what you've witnessed, from each other in this journey together.
Okay, so yes, I just wanted to speak to Francesca, and I just have to say that it has been so beautiful to watch you step into peace over performance. I know how hard that has been through the program, and every time that we saw each other, you have openly shared all of those obstacles that you faced before. And so I know that you have been carrying this weight of everyone's expectations, and that now you truly get to rest into who God says you are without having to perform. So you sharing your story, it's even the hard parts. I know it took a lot of courage, and it's so inspiring to see the way that you are able to tell your passion through speak unspoken. It's beautiful, and I pray that you continue to share and that you don't let anything stop you from, even those, as you mentioned earlier, even if somebody doesn't show up, even with any obstacle, please continue to share it so other people can also get to the point that you're at, where you can continue to lead from peace and healing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna share with Lindsay. I'm gonna say, even from just watching you earlier talk about how like your husband was just so just proud of you, proud, and that he could see your transformation, and the fact that someone so close to you can enjoy the fruit of what God is doing in your life. It was really beautiful, and just knowing that you have 2 small children and that you're intentionally growing in this season, developing a business throughout this program, really, really doing the work on yourself and finding your worth and who God says you are. I just commend you. I thank God for your transformation. I think that He's going to continue to bring you through seasons where you can just trust His hand over your life. And I just know that He called you to lead women, to show them the way out. And that just for you to know that His grace is sufficient in every season. So I definitely thank God for where you're going.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Beautiful.
Okay, Mercy. Man. I've watched you grow through unworthiness. I've watched you grow through loss. And I've watched you grow through doubt. During this In Authority project program, I know God has had his hands on you. It was a season where you wanted to tuck your tail in. And God said, no, not my daughter. Your light will shine. Girl, man, you was created for everything that God has laid before you. I told you he will, man, my brain is all over the place, but God give me what you told me already. He will repair,
Restore.
no. How he lay it in front of your enemy. Prepare a place for you in front of your enemies, right? And even in this season, God showed you that by elevation, you're about to be an ordained minister on next week. So I'm so happy to see you grow through all that adversity, and you still stood tall, and you still came out on top. And I just want to say I am so proud of you. Even with the loss of friends, you even had physical loss. You're in a good shape, you know, you lost the weight, you lost the dead people, the dead weight is falling off. And I just see you just flowing. And I'm so grateful that you didn't go tuck yourself in high, because I needed you. You know, you the first person I seen when I walked in that church, and you one of the reasons why I stayed at that church. So God did not name you Mercy for no reason, because he know you would give mercy on people. The same mercy and grace you give people, he sent people into your life to give it to you. Even the friends that you lost, he sent new friends to your life. We all been there. We've been supporting you. We've been loving on you. We've been showing you that you can have whatever personality you want to have. We're going to love you from that space, because we see you the way God sees us. You know, and it's no judgment. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. And I'm so happy for your restored relationship with your husband. I love to see y'all growing and working together. And the enemy is mad.
That's right.
So everything he try to put before y'all, just tear it down.
That's good. That's beautiful. That's good. That's beautiful. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, we need each other to be a witness and speak life. You know, that's part of why the trusted circle is so important, in having that. You need those good girlfriends to remind you of who you are, right? And in what God has already, you know, claimed over your life. And so, because the world will try to, you know, speak something different, and your trusted circle will, in one call, you know, say the right things, and you will be right back on track. And so that's awesome. And I love to hear that.